All right, guys. So, can I get your first and last name?
Alyssa Villegas.
Boy.
That is Dakota McKinney.
So, guys, can you tell me what's going on out here?
It's been raining since about
Okay.
3 o'clock this morning, and it's almost 6 o'clock. And
The water.
yeah, long as it's
Tell the
not,
viewers
actually.
where the water is on your house. Look at this.
Yeah, at our top step.
Well, it was up to about here.
Yeah, it was up to the very top.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, when did it start flooding?
It started flooding about what?
I'd say it started getting pretty high
1, 2
around
o'clock.
3 o'clock,
Yeah.
give or take.
So, is this scary? What's your emotions like?
Well, it's happened a couple times, so
We've actually
kinda
lived
got
here
used to
7
it.
years, so we've been through this.
Yeah, but this is the highest it's been.
Hush,
So we
boy,
were a
it's
little
okay.
on alert today. So we had packed our kids' bags just to be safe, just in case something happened.
What's your guys' plan if the water starts coming into the house?
Well then, I guess we're gonna have to go swimming.
Yeah.
No, hopefully insurance can take care of that. Hopefully it hasn't messed up any of the foundation, but a lot of our stuff in the yard has been gone, and a lot of the neighbors' stuff is gone, and it's crazy.
Wow.
It's insane.
Thank you so much for talking to me.
You're
like the backyard is what it's named after that way. You mean South 10th Street? That's what it's
Your first and last name?
My name's Tiffany Cox.
How do you spell that?
Tiffanycox.
So, Tiffany, can you explain to the viewers what in the world's going on out here?
Well, starting like early last night, we've been getting on and off rainfall all night long pretty much, and it's been starting and over, and creek filled up, and all of a sudden we've got water everywhere.
Jeez, are you worried that it might get up to your house?
We've had a few close calls. We've lived here for 20 years, so we've pretty much know it's happened quite a few times, but never too high anyways.
Yeah. How high was it earlier?
It got straight on top. It almost got to our door on top of that big old ramp.
Were you a little bit worried?
Very worried. I didn't get any sleep last night
Jeez.
at all. I was sitting there a panic.
Wow.
I was watching the news all night, the local news and everything, switching from the Weather Channel, the normal news and everything else, trying to figure out if we were going to get through this without having some kind of evacuation. But luckily, it seems to be going down pretty fast now.
That's good. Well, we have a lot more rain on the way. Are you worried that it might come back up?
Well, a little bit, but I'm hoping that it doesn't. I'm hoping it goes down enough that it actually will not bother with us.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Last name and how to spell it.
Tiana, Tiana, Tucker, Tucker.
So Tana, what's going on here?
A crazy flood. It's happened like 3 or 4 times.
Just over and over again, huh? Over
Oh,
the
yeah.
years.
Uh-huh.
So is this, compare this to last floods, is this worse?
Oh yeah. It got up to our doorstep. It wasn't like this the rest of the times.
So did you worry that it was going to come into your house?
Yeah. It's terrorizing.
Tell me what your emotions are like.
Kind of freaked out right now.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
Are you worried? We got a lot more rain coming. Are you worried that it's going to get higher?
Oh yeah. I feel like it will be.
Tell me what your plan is if it starts coming into the house.
I don't know. I'm clueless.
Obviously, you're going to have to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 4 kids.
Oh, geez. What are they? Are they awake?
Oh yeah, they've been up since about 3.
So tell me about how the flood started and what all happened.
Well, our neighbor woke us up just to let us know that it was flooding, so we just came out here and was watching it, keeping an eye on things.
Wow. Well, I really hope everything works out for you, and be safe. Make sure you take care of those kids.
I will, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Just the last name and how to spell it.
It's Tia, Tia, Rhodes, Rhodes.
Tia, what is going on out here?
Well, about 3 o'clock this morning, we got woken up with some banging on our window, and we come outside, and the water had reached the whole top of our porch, and it lacked about 2 inches before it came into our home. And it scared me to death. I'm disabled, so you know I have service dogs, and I was so worried that we were going to have to be evacuated. It was that bad. I've never seen it like this ever in my life.
What are your emotions like right now?
I'm nervous, and I'm upset, and I'm scared. You know, when it gets this high like this, it just makes me really, really nervous because I've got my children and my grandchildren here. So that kind of makes the difference, you know, and none of them can swim yet. I can't either. I thought we were going to swim out of here.
You thought you were going to have to swim out of here?
Yes, I thought we were going to have to swim out of here for evacuation. I was just waiting for it to come into the house, and we would have to leave. Because that creek right there, that's Red Duck Creek, I'm sorry. So Red Duck Creek, when it rains, it real heavy, it'll flood. But they just got to get it cleaned out real good. The city's got to get in here and clean it out, because if they don't, our houses are going to flood. My truck's already flooded. I've had my vehicle flooded 4 times already. So it gets to be a headache. It really does, and it makes my blood pressure kind of go up.
Have you ever considered moving?
Yes, I have considered moving. I really have, because this has become an issue, you know, for me and my family. And I can't even have an air unit because it runs our air unit, all the hosing underneath it. And I imagine these other houses around here, I can only imagine what it's going to do to all their things. And across the street, their trucks and their cars. And behind me, their trucks and their cars and their trucks and their cars. So we have other people too that are, you know, struggling. So
We have more rain on the way. Do you have a plan in place?
right now I have no plan in place, but I will put everybody in my truck and try to fly out of here. That's the only way I know what to do with this, you know, with me and my family. They're thinking they're number one. And when it comes to natural disasters and flood zones, it becomes a problem for not only for me, but for my neighbors. And I really got some really good neighbors, and I hate for anything to happen to them. And during a flood, that's one of the worst things you could probably possibly be through besides a tornado. So it seems like one natural disaster after another.
Yeah, explain that to the viewers. What did this town endure earlier this year?
Well, on December the 10th, not of last year, the year before, we had a severe E5, I want to say, tornado. And it just passed my house. and it just tore up everything that went that way. Our whole city was destroyed. It's not the same.
And now you're getting hit by a flood.
Now we're getting hit by a flood. It's never ending, and it's nerve wracking more than anything. So yeah, it makes me, my voice even shakes because I get so nervous and scared. You know, I'm old. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
50 years old.
Well, you know what? At least you can still put a smile on your face.
Yes.
And I find that very incredible.
Yes, I try to keep a good aspect about it, a good feeling about it, and try to pass that to my kids so they don't get nervous and stressed out. But I think I'm the most stressed out right now because I'm the mother. So
Well, thank you so much for talking.